Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Gina Marie Agderian. I am the author of The Letters in the Old House, available on Amazon in paperback and Kindle. I will have a link to purchase the book in the description below. So today is another episode of Book Talk. This is a series that I do where I talk about a book that I recently read, what I liked, what I didn't like, and ultimately help you determine if you would like to read this book. So today I am talking about The Return of Ellie Black by Emiko Jean or Emiko Jean. I apologize if I am mispronouncing this author's name. I believe it's Emiko Jean, but I don't want to swear to that. But anyway, this author knocked it out of the park with this book. 5 out of 5. I could not put this book down. It was one of those books where I was literally fighting to stay awake when I was reading it. My husband's like, all right, you have to go to bed, because it was just keeping me up. It was such a page turner. Oh my God, it was so good. So it's a thriller. I will warn anybody, first and foremost, this does cover a lot of very sensitive topics that some people might find disturbing. I don't want to give too much away on that end if that's not something that really concerns you and you do want to read this book. But if there are certain topics or subjects that are sensitive for you, you may just want to do a little bit of research and see what this book actually entails before reading it. I'll leave it at that. But anyway, you have to read this book. I don't know what else to say. It's a thriller. It follows several different points of view, one of them being Chelsea Calhoun, who is a detective in the greater Seattle area. And she is investigating a case of Ellie Black, who had disappeared and suddenly reappeared out of nowhere on a hiking trail, and a couple of hikers found her. And Chelsea's sister, back when they were teenagers, had also disappeared but never returned. She was dead. So this detective has kind of a vested interest in missing girls cases and really fighting for missing girls and for justice for them. So she's trying to figure out what happened to Ellie. Ellie's really not giving much up. Ellie's just kind of like, I don't want to shower. I don't want to sleep in my own bed. I just want to sleep in this random crawl space in one of the bedrooms in my parents' house, and I just don't want to talk to anybody about what happened, and that's it. So it's really difficult to get details from her, and Chelsea's trying to figure out why and trying to unravel the story. In the meantime, you do have the other point of view coming from Ellie, which is short for Elizabeth. And they kind of toggle back and forth between those points of view, as well as Ellie's parents. So you kind of get different points of view, which I personally like with books. I know not everybody likes the multiple points of view. I do. I enjoy that. I enjoy seeing things from different characters' perspectives. So if that is something that really bothers you, I don't think that should necessarily be a deal breaker for this book, because it just is so well written and so fast paced, and it really held me until the very end. I do think this is a great read for people who do enjoy thrillers or who are open to reading thrillers. Like, even if you're not a big thriller reader, I still would recommend this book. Like I said, unless there are certain subjects that are sensitive for you that you may want to use discretion reading this book. So I do strongly recommend it. It's fast-paced. It held my attention the entire time. Like I said, I was fighting to stay awake to read it at night because I had to get to the next page. So, The Return of Ellie Black by Emiko Jean. Let me know in the comments if you've read this book, if you enjoyed it, if you didn't enjoy it, if you plan on reading it. And as always, guys, happy reading.